cast from shame and shadow, reborn in black and gold. The Emperor's angels have returned.
Abby's back with a brand new model and the exact same speech he attacked Cadia with. No wonder he can't hold the traitor legions together. Every time he attacks a planet, he uses the same speech.
Hello, Fulgrim. I'm attacking another planet.
Did you do the Reborn in black and gold speech?
Yes.
No. Didn't you use that same line at Pediath?
Reusing the speeches makes me angry.
Was that Akron? He seriously needs to get laid. I know just the snake to do it.
Snakes make me angry.
Come here, you big, sexy, angry bull thing.
Incest makes me angry.
Hit me with the axe. I like it.
No, Snake! Snake!
I should have killed Magnus. Well, that went just as planned. No, overall, I really like the new Abaddon. He's definitely an improvement on the old armless variant that we were used to. I really like these skulls and helmet impaled there. I like that there's a Gene Stealer skull. I kind of wish there was a Cadian helmet, just as a little nod to the fall of Cadia. But overall, I really like what they're doing there. The Talon of Horus could be a little more impressive. I think it might just need a paint job. The fact that it's just done as metal. No power effect or anything going on there. I really like the pose because there's a lot of opportunities for putting something in the hand. Like him holding up an Astartes body, or if you really wanted to get clever, you could sculpt a little version of a world there and have it crushing it. It's a great pose for that. It's a great pose for kit bashing and modifying. Drag Me In is kind of interesting. Normally, I don't like the cutouts in this. Yeah, I don't like the new Skulltaker sword where there's a cutout on the blade for some reason. It just makes it look weaker. But here, I like what they've done with the faces in it. Screaming, and with a good paint job like the one they've got going on for the model here. Now, the scale is kind of interesting here because he should be about the size of Gilliman if I'm looking at this right. So, it'll be a nice matchup, though. Apparently, Abaddon's been eating his Wheaties for 10,000 years in the warp to get Primarch size. We have another back view. Is it me or have they kind of gotten worse at sculpting fur? Like, I don't know. It's not bad, it's just there are some earlier models that have much better fur going on. If you look at the older Archaeons, his fur it flows better, it looks better. Apparently when the skulls are augmented there, that's nice. You don't necessarily have to model it with the cape. There appears to be options for a capeless, which means you don't have to deal with the fur if you don't like it. There's a lot going on with this base, and I'm wondering how much of it is part of the model and how much of it is stuff that they've thrown on there to make it look good. The Aquila is probably there. I'm not sure if the skulls are just standard Games Workshop skulls that they stuck on there with the grate. Like, okay, the Marine is clearly part of the model, and it's actually really nice because they did that with Harkon Worldclaimer too, him launching off in the Astartes corpse. And it's a nice visual reminder, especially with him being the herald of Abaddon. Sort of like how Crom looked like mini Archaon. Also, I really love the head options here. One, I always prefer helmeted Marines just because it kind of looks stupid to me in most cases. I'm going into battle. Let me take off my helmet so that you can see my flowing locks. Especially when they're shaved. It's just weird. I like the stoic face best, I think. I might just go with the respirator, though. If I get one. Yeah, it's a kind of a toss-up. The clinched face... I don't know, he looks constipated to me. Looks like Abaddon's really, really wishing that he could find a bathroom or something. I don't know. Doesn't work as much for me. 3 other heads, and it's actually even an improvement of the old Forge World ones. You know, the Horus Heresy model, and that one that they did a while back that was... I think it was a larger, display piece. Different scale. But yeah, I think this is probably the best head Abaddon's had so far. Overall, I'm really liking what they're doing with the Black Legion. They have a very distinctive look going. I'm liking the Eyes of Horus. Although that always bothered me. Abaddon has such big daddy issues that he still kept the Eye of Horus on everything. But I'm better than Horus. That's why I wear all of his symbols everywhere I go. Good plan, Abaddon. Anyways, overall, I'm really liking the new aesthetic here. I'm liking the character designs for the Archon and the Summoner guy with the goat head. I don't think that works. Especially, I didn't like it at first, but now that I see it with the rest of the Legion, I think the goat head works. I couldn't tell if it was supposed to be a helmet or if he's a mutant, but I think it kind of adds to... Wait, you can sort of just go, evil goat head summoner marine. I like that they're no longer just the generic Chaos Space Marines. I mean, there's a lot of personality going on here, and I really think Abaddon is a nice centerpiece for what's a really unique looking force. I'm really curious to see what they'll do with some of the other characters from the Black Legion, if they bring them out, and some of the other legions. I would really like to see what they do with the word bearers when they get around to them. As well as I really want to see the Fulgrim Primarch. And of course the Logar Primarch miniature. Though I think what we have slated for next is Sisters of Battle in 40k. Which... about frickin' time. Let me know what you think in the comments. Like and share. Or dislike and share and subscribe. Especially if you dislike, so that you can always get that notification so that you can tell me I suck every day.
No, bad touchy. It makes me angry.
Shut up. You want to get a new miniature, don't you? It's bad enough Marathi already stole my torso.
Fantasy and 40k universe crossover references make me angry.